Behind every company, behind every person, behind everything, there is a story of how it got there. We get emotionally connected when we know the information is authentic and it continues when the person speaks.
I landed in Dubai in 1975 February. My husband joined me in 1978 in October. He was working in Rafiq Engineering from 1979 to 88. Someone was selling a workshop. Along with that workshop, what we got 3 employees also. Almost all the money finished by the time the war between Kuwait and Iraq started. This gentleman, he didn't want to stay here. He wanted to leave the country, the first partner, as a Pakistani gentleman. After the Gulf War, we got a lot of jobs, and our first employee was Khalid. Khalid worked with us for 25 years. He was a very good supporter for us. So he has a big hand in our growth and success. We cannot forget Khalid at all.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मैं 1989 में दुबई में आया। 1989 में फ़र्स्ट कंपनी में फाल्कन मैकेनिकल सर्विस को ज्वाइन किया। आई एम फर्स्ट एम्प्लॉय फाल्कन मैकेनिकल सर्विस। मिसिज़ कोरियन मेरी बड़ी बहन है। कोरियन साहब मेरे बड़े भाई थे। जोई साहब आए, हमारे साथ काम किया, वो भी मेरे भाई की तरह है। रजन तो मेरे बेटे की तरह है, मेरे दिल से कभी भी नहीं निकल सकते। तो 24 ईयर यहाँ पे वर्क किया है। सो इनको मैं बताया मैं अभी अपना काम शुरू करने, ये बहुत खुश हुए। इन्होंने मेरा बहुत सपोर्ट किया। फाल्कन मैकेनिकल सर्विस ने मेरा बहुत सपोर्ट किया स्टार स्टील वर्क बनाने में। अभी मेरी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बिफोर 5 ईयर मेरी अपनी कंपनी है। तो मेरी तो यही दुआ है, अगर सब मिलकर आगे इसको लेके जाएंगे तो सबका फ़ायदा होगा।
I had a tough time actually because I had to deal with family, my job, children, and along with that I had to go to office. On Fridays, Regin used to go to the office. Maybe Khalid might have noticed his shoe prints in the company. Regin used to take money from Papa, okay? I don't know what he was doing. He used to, one nut or something like that, he used to take 10 grams. And then in 1992, Joy, my brother-in-law, joined with us, and it was a great relief for my husband as well as for me.
Good evening. I am Sebastian, commonly known as Joey, younger brother of K.C. Kurian, the founder of Falcon Mechanical Services. I joined with Falcon Mechanical Services in 1992, November 15th. Kurian always taught us to do the job perfectly to the satisfaction of ourselves and the customers. Gradually we grown by increasing the manpower. Later on we acquired 65,000 square feet land in DIP and made 40,000 square feet build-up area and shifted to there in 2008. Unfortunately, in 2009, February 16th, my brother passed away. Later on, his son Regin took care of the company and dramatically transformed the company to a different level. And we got a different level of customers compared to the earlier days. Throughout my career, I got good support from my brother, Regine, and all other staff. I am very thankful to all of them. Thank you.
In 1995, we started Perfect Tools in Rashidia with two other partners. One is Mr. Augustine, and that is Thomason, and Mr. Rao.
Kurian started in 1989 like a small factory with a few lathe, one milling machine, then some fabrication equipments. So actually the inspiration came from Falcon Engineering. So Kurian was behind me, why don't we start, because we have got a good knowledge in tooling and press tools. We just started Perfect Tools also in 1994, very near to Falcon Engineering. So myself and Kurian used to sit there. We used to work till 1 o'clock. Then maximum work we used to do it in the Falcon, because since we have a very less machineries in Perfect Tools. Perfect Tools now we have got 226 employees. The new development is we have acquired one more factory, and that will be maybe in another 2-3 months the factory will be commissioned. And I wish Falcon management and the staff a very good 30th birthday of Falcon Engineering.
In 2009, we went. My nephew was accompanying me. When we reached home, I knew that he's no more, not with me. He was a very energetic person, struggled a lot from beginning to the end. And Regin was working in the company as an employee, not more than that. So he made him perfect, I can say. He managed everything. He had to take that MD post from nowhere. He was just an employee. He had to face a lot of difficulties, lot of problems, many issues. And of course, Joy was there with everything in all the troubles, all the difficulties. He recruited talented people and he put them wherever it is needed. And slowly everything went in order.
Every time in my life, it is something that just came at me and I had to gracefully accept. From the time I was 8 years old, when Dad started the business, this Falcon word has been reverberating in our lives till date, and I hope it does till our last breath. Well, I was a very chilled out, happy-go-lucky person, relieved of all responsibilities in the world. All I had to do was party hard and show up at work. That's all I had to do. Everything else was taken care of. And then suddenly when he was gone, it was like being thrown into the deep end and not even knowing how to swim or never been taught how to swim. But I guess that's when you're put to the test and you have to face whatever comes your way and keep moving forward. I joined Falcon in 2002, that is right after my engineering, and I was shocked with what I saw. My dad, who was very happy at home, my uncle, who was very funny at home, and all the employees that I knew over the years who would come home and smile were also serious at work. It was tough working under my dad. All of you who have met him know how hard it is to work with him, around him, in the vicinity. Working under my uncle, another very challenging role. Their expectations are really high. But I guess that is what has molded us all to become what we are today. My dad always was not about himself, but he was about everyone else around him. So he believed in giving back to the community. And that is what I do intend to follow and do on a more serious note. I am the vice president of a foundation called Anna Marie Foundation, and we have created the initiative in our company where people, if they would like to contribute, they can contribute every month. And we have amassed a certain amount of money, and my hope is that by next year we would be able to build a home for a poor family and that is the starting point. My dream is to build one home every month for a poor family, and I hope to get to that point. So Falcon for me is home, and home is where the family is. So for me, all my employees who work here are like family to me, and their welfare is really important. It's just not for us to personally grow, it's for us to grow together, and that is our intention at Falcon. The possibilities here are limitless. We always encourage people to do more, to achieve more, to learn more, to better themselves today than they were yesterday. And we stand by them 200% if they wish to make that possible. I would just like to say thank you to everybody. Each and every person who has ever worked for Falcon has contributed to what we are today. And we will use this as a strong foundation to only move forward tomorrow.